Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest gaming news, and yes, I am going to be branching off from that Bethesda news today. I always wanted to be kind of known as a gaming news channel and not just a Bethesda-centric channel, and while my channel and my content will always have a certain large percentage that focuses on Bethesda, especially after Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6 and Deathloop and whoever and all the other big projects release, I will be covering those games and stuff, but I do want to start branching out and talking about other games because I play a whole bunch of games. I'm interested in gaming as a whole, and I do have a lot of knowledge and information and just stuff I want to share and give my opinion on regarding other trending things that's going on in gaming right now. So at least one video or two a week, I will be covering general gaming news or talking about other interesting things that might be separate from the general Bethesda news, so don't worry, if you're here for Bethesda content, you don't need to go anywhere because that content isn't going anywhere. But if you want to hear about stuff other than Bethesda and just gaming news in general, you can stick around and subscribe for that. But I have a bunch of leaks to talk about today, so be sure to call your favorite plumber. But I guess this plumber needs to be addicted to that speculation salt, because you definitely need some of that speculation salt for all this. And with that in mind, maybe don't call that plumber, actually, because that doesn't sound like a good combination. Your house is probably going to get flooded with water that may or may not be there, based upon rumors and inside information. But let's not waste any more time and get to today's news. And we're going to start things off with a strange situation. Someone that I guess is almost like the new Jeff Grubb, or is the new hottest insider on the block. And no, I don't mean hot as in attractive. I mean just trending. Why is your mind always going there with things, internet? But this person apparently has a lot of inside information and has even seen like trailers and stuff for like Battlefield 6, and they're going about leaking some of this stuff in a very unique way, because instead of just like straight up showing you images or whatever that they may have, they're like drawing pictures of the scenes in the trailer, which is like a new way to leak information. I don't even think you could get DMCA'd for that. Like, if you draw a picture of what you saw in a trailer that's not supposed to be public, can you get in trouble? I don't know. This is an interesting take, but the person's name is Tom Henderson, and he has a few interesting leaks. Need to get ye old speculation glasses for this one. They're speculative, they may or may not work depending on inside information. But Tom Henderson says that GTA 6 is going to be in a modern day setting, and GTA Online has apparently given Rockstar Games the ability to go like even further with designing the world and implementing new gameplay mechanics into GTA 6, which makes sense because it usually takes money to do things in life, even in game development. And a lot of people were wondering if we would ever get GTA 6 because GTA Online is such like a money printing machine that it seems like Rockstar Games wanted to focus primarily on that, which they did, and they have been for a while. But I highly doubt they're just going to abandon GTA 6, especially when GTA Online can get a revamp along with GTA 6. And it seems like GTA 6 won't be in the 80s like a few leaks suggested, basically a reboot of Vice City in the 80s, except with Cuba and South America in the game map as well. It seems like whatever this game is going to be, it's going to be modern day, according to whoever the heck Tom Henderson is. I mean, I don't know anything about who Tom Henderson is, but a lot of people are taking all of his word with such credibility that it makes me just automatically follow behind him as well, as if this is some kind of cult. I'm with you, Tom Henderson. The Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out in 2024. Yes, sir, I believe you. Let's go die for Tom Henderson in the trenches. But according to our Lord and Savior, Tom Henderson, this is also what the leaked Battlefield 6 trailer looked like, or at least I guess it's not the leaked Battlefield 6 trailer. It's just a trailer that is not supposed to be public yet, but Tom Henderson drew it, and here it is, and it's supposed to be taken from the perspective of a first person, running around, because that's how the game is. It's a first person shooter, and you can see there's a rocket. It's apparently some kind of rocket there, a Falcon rocket. What is that? Is that the Eiffel Tower or radio tower? I don't know. But there is a tornado heading towards the rocket, and that's going to be some more of that large-scale explosion, map-altering events that we know and love from Battlefield. And to be honest, I kind of would expect stuff like this, because even Just Cause themselves went the tornado route in terms of that grand scale destruction method, so I'm pretty sure this would be legit, or something that we should expect to see from Battlefield 6. And I actually like Battlefield 6, I'm hyped for the game, but I don't know anything about Tom Henderson other than apparently everyone believes him, and I mean, I guess we should take that with a little bit of credibility, but I gotta be honest with you all, anytime we approach leaks like this without any sort of like solid source, we have to take it with that speculation salt. It has to be considered speculation, no matter how trustworthy Tom Henderson is, and no no matter how many like babies he saved from burning buildings or like small countries he saved from poverty. I don't know how he got his credibility, but let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about in today's video. There's the neighborhood plane. Anytime I record, it's sentient AI lawnmowers that just run endlessly, or it's this random plane because, you know, I don't even live near airport, but whatever. But according to a recent Cloud Chamber job posting, Bioshock 4 will have an open world setting, and that's basically it. This is the job posting here. You can see it says open world, but the thing is, open world could mean a lot of things, because Dragon Age Inquisition had an open world in the sense that you can choose what region you want to go to, and the region had a large map, but the map wasn't as large as, say, Skyrim. And yes, you're able to run around the map, but it was smaller in scale than most open world games because the world was split between these smaller regions. So that technically could be a constrained open world, or it can be an open world like freaking Skyrim, like I just said. So who knows exactly what this means in terms of open world. It could just mean that it's like larger levels, but still multiple levels that you load in between, where you have multiple ways that you can accomplish your objectives. That could be an open world, or it could just be literally a large open world. Who knows? But I felt like this is interesting enough to mention in today's video. Let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about, which there is a lot of people, including ACG, which is someone that someone's content I like, and definitely is credible and trustworthy in terms of stuff like this. Apparently a lot of IPs are being sold, and apparently the Metal Gear Solid IP might also be sold as well, and this kind of piggybacks off of the recent rumors saying that Xbox could be working with Kojima about some kind of Xbox exclusive game. And imagine if Xbox freaking bought the Metal Gear IP. That would be such a big move from Xbox, and wouldn't surprise me considering all the major moves they've been making lately. And I would love for that to happen because I love Metal Gear. I've literally played every Metal Gear game, and I would love for Metal Gear to make a comeback on PC and Xbox. So I mean, this should still be considered speculation, but I trust ACG and basically the rest of the information regarding this, so I'm pretty sure we might hear something about a Metal Gear game on Xbox soon, but only time will tell. Let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about in today's video. Big time Destiny 2 Season 14 leak over on 4chan. Take this with that, like, medical grade 4chan speculation salt, but there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Some stuff that makes it kind of seem, like, shady and not legit, but some stuff that does add up, but for the most part, I think this leak seems not as credible as some, so I'm not going to focus on it too much, but I'll probably drop a link to it down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself before it gets mysteriously taken down or something. The next leak I want to talk about is something that was mysteriously taken down or something, because apparently Call of Duty had some kind of cinematic leak related to, I think, Black Ops Warzone. I'm not exactly certain, however, if you want to look this up for yourself, you can probably find a mirror of it somewhere. I don't know. I don't want to, like, risk showing links or anything like that in this video, because obviously they're going around and taking it down, which means it must have been legit, and Call of Duty generally has a lot of legit leaks. I don't know if these are planned leaks that are just pretend leaks like the Muppets show, the Muppets Imagination, baby, leave me alone. But let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about in today's video, which apparently there's a lot of open world sci-fi games going down in Gaming Town, because the PUBG developer is working on one as well. There's a ton of stuff happening in the open world sci-fi market or genre, so Starfield might have some competition going down, at least in terms of other sci-fi games. But I'm sure Starfield is going to stand out, Bethesda Starfield, I mean, because a lot of people have said that game is very ambitious and might surprise you, so who knows. But let's move on to the last thing I want to talk about in today's video, which is another leak that comes from a French YouTuber and has to do with the Assassin's Creed franchise. And apparently they say a lot of stuff about Assassin's Creed in this video, however it is in French, but someone over on Reddit actually went and translated the majority of what they said, or at least the more important information about what they said, and it's all right here for you to see. Some interesting stuff here for those of you who are in the know or follow Assassin's Creed a lot, and it seems like they are actually going to be sticking to doing some more DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which makes sense because the game was pretty successful, and they may have even scrapped a whole nother Assassin's Creed game called Project Richard that's focused on an English king, but that's just a rumor. Like I said, take most of this in this video with speculation because a lot of these are leaks and rumors. But that's going to finish up today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content and you want to continue to see me talk about other gaming news, be sure to like this video, because if this content does well, I'll do more of it. And as always, make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube likes to randomly unsubscribe people. And as always, huge shout out to these amazing people for going above and beyond to support the channel and the content. If you want to get a permanent feature video shout out at the end of every one of my videos from this point forward, you can support the channel over on Coffee, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all this and more are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time, when I'm just going to start drawing pictures of all the leaks that I'm not supposed to be talking about.
just works.